And make sure you log on to doggiediamondstv.com. That is my official website, doggiediamondstv.com. On there, you'll find videos that you might have missed, as well as ways to get in contact with me. If you want to do some business, you need to do business. Also, at the bottom of the page, you can implement your email, and you'll get some of these email blasts that go out when the new content is out, the new merch is out, new announcements, special newsletters will come directly to your email. But you got to put your email in there. Also, you can hit the shop button and shop via doggiediamondstv.com. But most importantly, any content that you might have missed will definitely be on that site. And if you haven't heard, I'm asking you, have you heard about my $200 social media promotion deal? If not, let me give you some details. This promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV accounts, the Insta stories, YouTube community threads, Facebook, Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you get in front of over 500 to 600,000 people with the posts on my various social media outlets with your product. Your product, it could be your music, it could be your YouTube, it could be your store, it could be anything that you need promotion for, that you need to get in front of people. I can help you get in front of that amount of people with a post on various outlets that I mentioned for only $200. Let's go. Yes, and as you hear the dopest intro on YouTube, without a doubt, nobody intro better than mine. I don't care. Nobody. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
So when you hear Doggie Diamonds did this, you probably wonder, did what? Yeah, I did that music. I did these graphics. I did this. So without any further ado, I'd like to shout out my supporters, my people, the winning team in the chat. We got DJ Red Light, the 619 is in the building. We got Sincere, Piece of Sincere. Jamal Omar, yes, we got to be there. Idris the God is in the building. The Mind's Eye is in the building. City Boy Floyd, you was the first one here. So you should have got the first shout out. We got Nez Israel in the building. Peace to you. Coach is in the building holding down for the moderators. Disrupting Reality NYC is in the building. Nisa Shabazz is in the building. Amin Ra Makdi. Peace. Proper education, always correct errors. Yes. Big Mars in the building, holding it down for the moderators as well. We got Derek Williams in the building. Jay, Dioramas 2.0. What's up? Joshua and Nodra. I could have butchered that, fam, but hopefully I got it right. Willie Johnson, nah, Doggie Diamonds No Filter, it is what it is. But I appreciate your suggestion. Gennaro ETV is in the building. Yes, it's going to be live. Make sure you tuned in and share it. Make sure you share. Make sure you hit the like too. The like is very, very important. So we got to make sure them likes is liked, We got to make sure that them likes. We got 3 wise men in the building. That's such a fire name right there. Hey, child, how you doing? Van P, what's good? Where you been? Cashmere Black, what's good? Hey, Cosmatic, Gusto, what's up? We got Kurt Stewart in the building as well. Think Better, 49ers, peace to you as well. As I bring you great dialogue, great insight. We gotta, we gotta talk. SR 650, what's up? Make sure you hit that like button. Yes. Clockwork, what's up? Terror Haitian Rum, what's up? Haitian Rum, goodness gracious. Like, I think of rum. I'm going to tell y'all a rum story real quick, right? So before we get into the dialogue for tonight, so one of my first liquors, unfortunately, was rum. I think, in the black household, the black American household that is, and it may be all the West Indian cultures, that rum was always like in the break front, right? Which we knew was like the China cabinet in the living room. We always had Bacardi, and it was Bacardi dark. So the first thing that we drank was Bacardi. And then, man, listen, man, I don't know. Like, if you think about that, early Bacardi was nasty. We drink Bacardi and Pepsi, Bacardi and Coke and all that. It's disgusting, you know. So Bacardi is rum. Rum don't taste too good. Rum don't agree with your stomach. The next day you got the bubble guts. When you drink rum, man, you wake up that next day, you be like, goodness gracious, man, why did I do that? And can't wait to do it again because it ain't yours. So shout out to my cousin Soup for drinking up all the rum in the cabinet and pouring water. Her cousin was foul. He used to drink all that. I'm talking about, this is like, man, listen, Q, I appreciate you as well. Listen, man, and I'm talking about this is like, we like 14. He drank all the rum and poured water because we had Bacardi Light, Bacardi Dark. Bacardi's disgusting. Oh my God, Bacardi just don't taste good. So if you're a Bacardi drinker, you got a cast iron stomach. Because I remember, you know, drinking Bacardi and just being like, Cashmere Black, I gotta say thank you for setting off that super chat. Super chat is available, y'all. So if you want to support and you want your name on the screen, see, you immortalized when you do that super chat. You here with us forever. But getting into tonight's dialogue, I'm gonna play the video for y'all. And being that we can't you know, the language thing, you know, I try to watch my language, but also the language that he's gonna use in this. I'm gonna try to censor it myself, so bear with me. I might not be quick on the draw, but I'm gonna try to censor it because he was a little passionate. That's why I says Wallow yells. And I'm gonna give a dialogue how I feel about what he said, but it's not all about what I said, what I think, as much as it is what y'all think, because this is a community as well. You know, I'm just the person that's heading it as far as the talking points. And then in the comments, y'all get to say what y'all want. Shout out to everybody in the chat, but it's more important for you to comment on the video. So without any further ado, I'm going to go to the rundown screen. You know, I run like a full production over here. So I got the rundown screen. And we're going to get into Wallow's dialogue really quick. All right, I'm ready. All right, let's go. So this is Wallow. I guess he does speaking engagements. And if you know anything about a reaction, it's only a minute long, so I could let it play through. But I'm going to break down what he's saying. And, you know, if you agree with me, fine. If you don't agree with what I'm going to say, fine. You know, let's just be respectful to one another because I'm going to be respectful to Wallow. And I expect y'all to be respectful to me, even if you agree or don't agree. So let's go, Wallow.
Us. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a about that. Kill that shit.
There.
Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit.
So I'll let him finish.
That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Well, fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I wanna spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions, and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto.
Whoa, I wasn't that quick on the draw. I had to let it ride. We'll bring that back. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the issue I have with it. If he was in a room full of Caucasians, what would the dialogue be like? What would the dialogue be like? If it was 35, 40 white women and maybe 25 black males in there, would he talk like that? Would he curse that much? Is there something about us when we get in front of us, this nigga card come out? This we gotta portray this real nigga to us. When do we graduate from that in our dialogue? When do we get past that in our dialogue? Black business is important. And reason why it's bad to say, I don't care about that black shit, or I don't care about that black business shit, is because you right in front of black people pandering to their business. You're in that room because black people paid their entry to get in that room. So although I get what he's saying, the delivery, we have to change the way we speak to one another, because that, to me, didn't speak life into that room. Me being there, a black business, although I don't use black business, I have said black business before, because that's what we are. But when we black and we proud of our business, why do we get the questions that nobody else get questioned? Why do we get, is your kitchen clean? Do you have good customer service? Do you have consistency? Why are those questions made about us, but it's not made about business, period? Is McDonald's a black business? It could be a black-owned franchise, a particular store, but overall it's corporate. So if we have a black business and we sell food, and that collard green juice or that oxtail gravy spill out of that tray into that bag, it's up for you. It's up. They'll never come back to you again. All the oxtail gravy spilled out, it's up. But when you go to Mickey D's and you go to Wendy's and you go to Burger King, what's the first thing that people eat? The fries that's spilled in the bag. You don't even care that all your fries spilled out. Matter of fact, if you go to Five Guys, they give you your fries in a bag. So why do we have to be perfect? And why can't we be proud to say, I got a black business, Wallow. I know you might spend money over there. Wallow, I know you might go over there. Wallow, but I'm over here, bro. Support me. I supported you. I'm your bro. Why can't we say that? Why would we say, I don't want to hear that black shit? What is this black shit they speak of? You know, that's all we got is black shit amongst each other. And one of the problems that I have with a lot of us is being in prison can't be your story, because I don't relate to that. And many of us don't relate to that. Like he said, 70% of y'all not going to make it. 70% of us, 85% of us don't relate to prison. So you're not talking to me. So because you came out of prison and did something, congratulations. But all that means is that you might have got a better opportunity than others. You didn't reinvent the wheel. You know, you didn't reinvent the wheel. Because when you came out, you came right to the black business. You came to the black people and pandered to us, and you did your little 1-minute speeches, and you did your little spills, and you were saying real stuff, and we resonated with you, and we helped you get in the position that you're in by supporting you. So now you can, in turn, say, I don't care about that black shit. So I agree with saying, don't support me, or I'm not going to support you because you black. I get that little bit. But what is wrong with taking pride with saying this is Black owned and operated? What's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with saying this is Black owned and operated? Wallow, I know you going over there to get that coat. I know you going over there to do this. But yo, we got that over here, bro. And we from where you come from. Anybody could say they came from the penile system too. But I came out here and started getting to it too. Now, who goes in there and says, is it clean in here? Is it consistent? Now, my URLs that I own, is hosted by GoDaddy. Call GoDaddy right now and try to get through. The customer service is, I love y'all GoDaddy. We've been doing business for over 20-something years, but the customer service is trash. I call GoDaddy right now. I think I'm calling somewhere. I'm calling one of these 800 numbers. I'm going to get, hello, this is Nancy. This ain't no damn Nancy. You don't think I know by your accent your name ain't Nancy? But it'll tell you sometimes your wait time can be 45 minutes. That's not good customer service to me. I don't have 45 minutes. It's already 10:42 Eastern Standard Time. So you think I'm going to wait to 11:30? You get what I'm saying? That's not good customer service. That's outsourced. But I gotta do what I gotta do because they own it. So what I want to say to Wallow and what I want to say to other people is, when we speak to us, the worst thing we can do is go in a crowded room and speak down to us in front of them. I appreciate you. Big Pound Music, I appreciate you. You get what I'm saying? The worst thing we could do is get in front of a crowded room and speak to us, because that didn't motivate me. I didn't get nothing from that. I didn't get anything that I was like, I didn't get that. I felt a little sad by that. Because why do we get in front of us and then we start using this language and this dialogue and how we look at each other? We looking down on each other. But when you was in your grandmother's crib, whose support did you need? You get what I'm saying? Whose support did you need? The same. So when you had t-shirts, Wallow, you got your podcast. Who y'all pander to? When y'all talking that real shit, when Gilly talking that nigga shit, who's your audience? It's us, black people with black businesses. So what if we took your mentality and say, we not listening to your podcast because I don't want to hear that black business shit. I don't want to hear that street shit. I don't want to hear that I was in the penile. I don't want to hear that I was in Fed business shit because that don't resonate with me. I was never in there. What if we took that approach? But we didn't take that approach. We hear you out, because in that phrase, in that little thing is more to it. So when somebody say, hey, I got a black business, I got good candles, you can't say to them, yo, I don't want to hear that shit because it's black business shit. Is it good? Is it consistent? That's not how that go, because we already know as black business owners, many of you in here, salute to all of you. Like, I got so many of y'all in here that's black business owners. Salute to all y'all. You know, I shout y'all out all the time. Y'all more important to me than anybody, because I know what it's like to be at the grassroots and trying. When you're making that candle, when you're mixing them scents, when you're pressing that shirt, when you're doing the mail outs, when you're doing that, shit is important. It means a lot to you. when you say, Wallo, could I get you this shirt? I'm a black-owned business. And then it's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Because that's what you said. Consistent, maybe it's not consistent. You know why? Because he or she couldn't get the supplies they needed. It's hard for us, independent black. We don't got Barstool behind us. We don't got people behind us that's fronting the bag. The bag come from us a lot of times. We entrepreneurs. I live off of streams, donations, and crowdfunding and support. So I don't have nobody up my back pulling my strings and telling me what to say and go before my people and yell at them and tell them what they not. I don't got that. I'm not covered. I do the covering with the help of the people. So yeah, she might not have the beeswax that she needs to make her candle. She might not have the scents. This person might not have this, that, and the third. That happens. That happens. So you can't say you're not consistent. Are you consistent? Consistency doesn't always work for entrepreneurial black business owners. So we have to sometimes tread lightly with our people. That don't mean take their shit. That don't mean anything. But we are quick to complain and say, do y'all remember the show? I wonder if I could find a show that I did where I said, I don't like to call myself black business. I don't like to say black owned. Y'all should stop saying that because it's a negative stigma on it. They believe in their heart, and they being us, others, everybody, they believe that we always have an attitude and we don't know how to conduct business with one another. They believe, and they put a stigma on us that if you air a grievance, you're going to have to fight and argue. But when you go to these places, you see it going down. It's not black-owned business. It can happen. Most disagreements start from tone, not even the context of the conversation. It's tone. Aggression gets met with aggression all the time, especially if you're a man, not a male, a man. Who you talking to? So we could talk, but we going to talk like we got some sense, and we going to talk like we should be respecting one another based off our conversation. So the way he spoke to them people, I don't know if that set the tone. And then look where we at. We had a fragile time in our history. We're in a fragile time in our history because as black people in America, this is a fragile time for many of them because many people are voted Democratic. They're afraid because they don't know what the future holds with the incoming administration that's here now. They're afraid, right? We always hear black woman is the least protected, but I seen black women in that room. Now, it's something about me, I'm going to be honest with you, when I get around black women, something in me does not curse. I don't know if it's just me. I guess maybe one-on-one, yeah, I'm going to speak freely, but maybe if I'm in a room full of, because if I look in that crowd and I see an auntie or a grandma, that automatically straightens me up. I'm not going to curse. I'm going to be able to conduct myself. And then when you say I make millionaires, that's a loaded statement. That's a loaded statement. You make millionaires. So people make millionaires by yelling at them. Does that make you want to be a millionaire? Do you feel good when somebody say, you got to want it more than you want to breathe? Want what? That's the only thing you can't live without is air. So what could you possibly want in this world more important than air? That don't motivate me. That never motivated me. You got to be able to talk to a 50-year-old the way you'll talk to a 5-year-old because it's all about how you convey the message. Yelling, jumping, you could go to church for that. It don't motivate me. Talking to people a certain way, you can't say, I don't give a F about that black S to black people. There was many ways to convey that. And what I saw, based off their history, is an individual that when they hear black business, it triggers them. Nobody even asked them a question. It triggers him. B. Schilling says, I recently supported a black business twice to do housework. I gave him a pass the first time and he didn't check behind his work. But then he did it again this weekend. And he had to do was if he light fixtures turned on. You know what? I appreciate you. It happens. So what I'm not going to do is say black business don't mean good business. That's not what I'm saying. But white business mean good business? And if we had any business, why do we have to differentiate between black business and white business? If it was just business, if we was winning and we was doing what we was doing, if we was doing what we needed to do, why do we have to differentiate that we are black business? Because where do we get that from? We got that from them who sponsored it, who gave grants, especially during the George Floyd era, who gave grants, who donated to stuff. That's where BLM comes from. We never said, yo, I'm a black business. We heard, oh, they giving out grants to black businesses. When Trump was campaigning, what did he say? When Kamala was campaigning, what did they say? They said black business. We didn't say that. I never said I'm a black business YouTube. I'm a black YouTube. I never said that. They said that. So they give us the titles, as always, they give us the titles, then try to weaponize the title against us when we use the title. And then what we do, we weaponize it against each other. For example, when we was colored, we was other, we was African American, we was the N-word, we was black, we was mulatto. Some of us that was, you know, that, well, not me, but some of the people that was mixed. They always give us a title. Because in those titles is money. So when you go to certain places and you see that rainbow flag, do you say, I don't give a fuck about that rainbow flag. Is the food good in here? No, you don't. Know why? Because they'll get rid of your ass. See how that work? When there's any other representation that's not black people, it gets held in with esteem and it gets put in its proper perspective. Go to one of these businesses that got that rainbow flag and talk like that. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Your ass is out. Stand in front of that audience or another audience. Stand in front of that community and tell them, I don't give a fuck about your rainbow flag. I dare you to say that. I dare you to say, I don't care if this is a gay business. I dare you. I dare you. But when it comes to us, we can always get kicked in our ass. Because we at the bottom of the totem pole and everything, and who keeps us there? Us. So I didn't really understand what he was saying or why he said it like, well, I understand what he was saying, but I understand why he said it like that. I didn't understand. Because I wouldn't have left that room feeling good about that. It was a way that you can convey it. You know, in a moment, he could have got it twisted, so I want to give him some grace. I want to give them some grace in the moment. You know, dudes get passionate and shit, and then they whatever. But when we look at each other, when we see each other, we don't look at each other with love. We look at each other like, man, I gotta take people. I gotta tell you, I gotta keep it real when it comes to us. But when everybody else, you know, think about that. Think about how we speak to other people. But look how we speak to each other. Look how we speak to each other. Look how we speak to other people. Now, he's an ambassador for Google. He does work for Google. Do you think he would sit in a room with white men and white and black white men and white women and say that shit? You think he would say that? So we can't say, I don't give a F about that black shit. What else do we, you know, what else? Why do we get stripped of everything? We get stripped of everything. So now we can't use that. So we already fighting in the business world. So sometimes you might be in business because you have a black business, because you got a certain grant, you got certain things, so they support it. But just remember during the George Floyd time, they allowed the dudes in the NBA to wear shirts. They painted some Brooklyn streets with names of us. That was the time to be alive, man. Them corporations was just trying to give us money. Give us money. Remember, Netflix had a little slogan on there. They had a whole black playlist, black movie playlist on Xbox, Game Pass. It was something on there. Black Lives Matter. We seen all that. But the minute we say, yo, I'm black, I'm proud in my business, you get told nobody want to hear that shit by somebody that look like you, but who also needs you for your support. Because when you talking that prison shit, that don't apply to them. That applies to us. So you're talking to us. When Gilly erroneously says, you mothers need to leave your kids leave your sons in jail. Don't bail their asses out. Respectfully to Gilly, I think he should tread lightly about how telling mothers how to handle their children, especially their sons, when he lost his son to the same thing that these mothers is trying to save their son from. Some individuals have innocent children, wrong place at the wrong time, locked up. You can't say, leave their ass in jail. You can't, why? Why we gotta get left in jail? What's the lesson in that? When I got arrested and I went to jail, I ain't do it that time. But we confuse passion with the message. Just because somebody is talking with passion, just because right now I'm talking with passion, you think I'm playing? I ain't say shit just now, but I said it passionately. And I think sometimes we confuse passion and the nostrils flaring and the bottom lip and all that with a person actually saying something. Stop getting caught up with that. Analyze the words, not the tone. Analyze the words, not the tone. The tone don't mean nothing. It's just yelling. Respectfully, when you see a lot of the reverends and the pastors and even Minister Farrakhan, when he yells and when he talks loud, people automatically get up and start clapping. Don't know what the hell he said, but it was so passionate. It was so passionate that it sounded like I said something. All I did was yell and change my tone. When we gonna stop getting fooled by tones? Because the tone starts arguments. The tone causes a reaction. The tone causes a reaction, and it could be positive or negative. But would you yell at a baby? So why do we get yelled at? Why do we get told? Why is there so many motivational speakers? What are they motivating us to do? What are they motivating us to do? We all can't be millionaires. We all can't be millionaires. Everybody can't be a boss. Some people gotta work. When they say, we come from kings, I always said, so who was the servants? If we all was kings, who was the damn servants? Somebody had to serve the court. So we all wasn't kings. Yo, listen, Big Pound Music, man, I appreciate you. We bought sponsorships for other people, man. I appreciate that so much. Everybody wasn't a king. Everybody wasn't a queen. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Everybody wasn't destitute, though. But we keep getting these speeches. That's why we keep falling. That's why they able to throw seminars. That's why they able to have people. That's why they're able to sit before people and pay their money and have people tell them nothing. And then say, to go here in this booth, it costs $1,000 for nothing. When I could sit here for $10 and show you how to use Photoshop, show you how to make thumbnails. Because I make all of this. It don't cost that to do that. It don't cost a lot of that to do that. It don't cost a lot of that to do that. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm here making all these thumbnails. This is everything that I use for what I do. Everything. It don't cost all that. So the first thing is we say is that black business don't matter. But then we have the brothers from Earn Your Leisure who want to throw a seminar and we're supposed to go see it because they're black men telling us what to do. What's the difference between them and anybody else? Why will we support them first? Because they black. See how that matters? See how that matters to some of us? Yo, he a bro, that's the sis, I'm gonna go to them. But he's telling you, don't come to me with that shit. So we got Gilly, we got Gilly and Wallo, $1 million worth of game. We got Adam, we got Vlad, we got Joe Button. We got different individuals. But what will we do? We'll say, I ain't listening to them. They not one of us. We'll listen to Gilly and Wallo. We'll listen to $1 million worth of game. And then he'll tell you, stop coming to me with that black shit. So maybe we shouldn't go to you because you black. Maybe some of your messages don't resonate with us. Maybe we don't know nothing about prison. I don't know what it's like to lose a son. I don't know what it's like to be from Philly. So maybe we should just tune you out. Maybe you get our support because you look like one of us. So the way I would convey that message is, the way I would convey that message to the people is, listen, being a black-owned business doesn't mean that you do good business. The first order operation is to make sure your business is intact. The key word, business. Black is secondary to business. You are black because you was born that, but you wasn't born a business. So what you need to do is concentrate and handle your business. What is your business? What is your niche? What are you selling? What are you trying to convey? I need to get all of that from your business. From the thumbnails to this. That's why I take this so serious. That's why I get so angry when I see people not taking this serious. That's what you're supposed to say. There's no such thing as black business. That's the titles they gave us. And then now mad when we use it. Then they got us telling us, don't use that. I don't care. So who cares then? So it was a way that he could have conveyed that anybody would have understood it. I'm not going to take away from him. I understand what he was trying to say. But I think the way we speak to each other, that shit it need a remix. We don't talk to each other. We yell at each other. We don't talk to each other. We yell at each other and we call it motivation. Come on, man. We come from getting yelled at. If you are a black man or black woman in this country, everybody's your op. You know what that feel like? I go in the store. They looking at the camera at me. I got more money than everybody in this. I could buy this store. I just need my product. But I come in here, gotta fit it. Might have my shades on, got a hoodie on. But now they looking at me like I'm here to steal. When everybody gonna stop yelling at us? Go to jail and yell at them. Don't yell at us, we free. Go yell at them. Go back to where you came from and motivate them when they get out. Don't motivate us because we doing it. Many of us is doing it. Everybody's in that room. You said you the number one person in America because them same people in that room paid your rabbit ass to be there. And then you yelled at them and told them they ain't gonna make it. And don't come to you with that black business shit. How about that? How about that? Who gonna pay you to go to them jails? That's why you ain't gonna go. Ain't no bag in it. Until them 501c3s hit and you go there, you ain't going. Go motivate them. Go motivate them young dudes. Right where you from. Right where you from. If the blackness don't mean nothing, why everybody hate it? You ever thought about that? If being black don't mean shit, why everybody hate it? Why everybody want to be it and hate it at the same time when they can't be it? Think about that. We can't use it. You know why? Because that's the most powerful weapon in the world, being black. They try to de-weapon. They try to take our weapon away. It's a weapon. Powerful weapon, too. I'm black. Damn. Powerful weapon. You know what it's like to say, I'm a black woman? Goodness gracious, everybody want to be you, what you naturally got. Think about that. What you naturally got. Naturally full lips. Naturally nose that they breaking their nose to try to get like your nose. Natural hips, even if you slim. Natural body, even if you slim. That's your weapon. So if it's not powerful, why are they trying to disarm it from us? ever see a skinny black male? Look how much muscle tone they'll have and be skinny, cut up, diesel. Dude don't work out a day in his life. Look at a skinny white male. Flabby and skinny. That's that blackness. So if it don't matter, how come everybody's scared of it? How come everybody trying to take it from us all the time? How come when it's convenient, they pander to it? How come Trump had to say, and you blacks? See, we the blacks when it's convenient, but another black standing before us saying, your blackness don't matter? If it's a business, we didn't know nothing about black business. We come from neighborhoods where all the business was black. We didn't say the cleaners was black owned. Shout out to Mr. Dave. Shout out to, rest in peace, the judge with the pool room. Apple with the candy store. We didn't know what black business was. We just knew this was our community and everybody that was black owned something in the community. We didn't know that. We didn't make that title up. They did. So to take the powerful weapon from us, when you take our blackness away, what do we have? Because it's convenient when you need funding for an area and you say, I want to give to the blacks. You ain't getting none of that shit, Wallo. You don't qualify. But do they pay you to talk to us? See, when we start uncovering certain things and we start having honest conversations, that's the truth. Do they delegate you to talk to us? Because if a white man sat in that room and said, I don't give a fuck about black business, don't come to me with that shit, how you think that conversation would have went? How you think that room would have reacted? So take Wallow out. Take Wallow out the room. Take Wallow out the room and put a white man in that room and let him say that exact. Hold on, I'll show you right here. Remember, this ain't Wallow. Let's pretend this is a white man. Let's go.
Us, oh, I'm black. Us, oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit.
Now.
Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby.
Yeah.
Don't fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals.
So let me ask you. If a white man said that, how would you have received that? If a white man said that to you, how would you have received that? That's a question for y'all. That's a question for y'all. If he said, I don't give a fuck about that black shit. Trending topic. So why is it okay for him to say it? But niggas eat hairy chicken wings. Yes, D-Nice. Niggas eat hairy chicken wings every day. Niggas eat hairy chicken wings. But you better not, that oxtail gravy better not spill. And it's not a crutch to say, I got a black business. The point that I'm trying to make is, why is our criteria so high to us? Why is our criteria so high to us? Why do we get held to a standard that nobody else get held to, with niggas eat hairy chicken wings every day? Say they don't eat pork, and the same chicken wings is fried in the rib tip grease. They eat chicken fried rice that's in the same wok that the pork fried rice was fried in. Why is the criteria different for us? Why are we held to a standard? If you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell y'all. But I know sometimes I'm not twisting nobody's words. How the fuck am I twisting somebody's words that we all sat here and listened to? Peace pocket. Understanding is how you perceive something is how you perceive it. But don't tell me I'm twisting somebody's words. I didn't twist his words. I didn't say he said something that he didn't say. It's how I perceive it. And you can't tell me how to perceive anything. Your perception is your perception. That's why this is called Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Because when I see something, I hear something, I'm going to give my interpretation of how I perceived it. So don't tell me I'm twisting anybody's words, because I gave you an analogy earlier. If I am a black business and I sell collard greens and all that collard green juice spill out all over the bag and spill all over your napkins and all your plasticware and everything, you might call mad and say, "Oh, my collard green juice spilled out." But if McDonald's drop all them fries in the bag, you go and eat those fries that fell out first. Matter of fact, McDonald's fries fall out in the bag. You give somebody the fries and you beat them for the fries in the bag. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you won't take their fries out, give them their fries, and them fries that's in the bag is you. You ain't getting the fries in this bag. I ain't talking about the fries in the carton. I'm talking about the fries that fell out in the bag. That fell out in that nasty ass bag. Them fries that fell in the bag, them fries is you. Them fries, these my fries that fell in the bag. Spill that oxtail gravy. Deliver a candle and one of them broke. You don't even get a chance to say, "Yo, I'm going to replace the candle." They already on Yelp. They already on Google. Yeah, because we quick to leave a bad review, right or wrong. We quick to leave a bad review. We quick to say we scamming each other, right? That ain't the thing we always hear. We scamming each other. But the fries that fell in the bag, you like, "Nah, that's your fries. I gave you your fries." But he digging in the bag. Like, "Yo, what fries you eating?" "Oh, no, the fries that fell in the bag." How those your fries? You didn't even order fries. Nah, they was in the bag. Ain't twisting nobody's words. I'm just saying we got to be a little bit more delicate the way we talk to each other and respect one another. You don't sit in front of a room full of people who pay for the admittance to see you and you tell them they not going to make it and nobody gives a fuck about your black business, so stop using that. I care if you got consistency, if your place is clean and all that, but niggas will eat dirty food from a Chinese restaurant that got a C outside. We say greasy spoons is the best places to eat. The dirtier the restaurant, the better the food tastes. You ain't never heard that? So stop capping because the person you see you might admire. Stop capping because the person got a good spiel or you think they got money or they got notoriety, they got followers, because y'all be blinded by that. You blinded by the person, so you don't even hear the message. Whatever he say, you going with. Why? Because he got to that bag. He got that bag, so I just listened to him. He got that bag. Anybody who got a bag or perceive like they got a bag, y'all just listen to. Y'all just listen to. They just get your ear. He got to that bag. He signed that check. That's all y'all hear. That's why Diddy was able to run rampant. That's why a lot of people was able to run rampant in this, because y'all respect the money more than y'all respect the person. You don't even respect the person because the minute he go broke, you gonna shit on him. Everything that he said to you, everything that he taught you does not matter when a person goes broke. You respected him for his money. The minute he said, "Yo, I got to file for bankruptcy, I ain't doing too," broke ass. Nobody listening to no broke nigga. But the minute they stand before you and the perception is that they are successful, the perception, not even the reality, the perception, look how y'all flock to it. Off of perception, not even reality. But 95% of y'all reality is based off perception. What you think. So you got individuals, just like why you think these women is getting it. Look how many women out here that never took a stitch of clothes off. Never took a stitch of clothes off. And they competing with women who bust it open. And then y'all sucker ass dudes is paying these chicks, these OnlyFans chicks, and following them on social media and making they thinking they somebody, and they ain't never added on nothing to the culture. They never added on nothing. All she got is a big fake ass. And you sweat that. That's the type of caliber a lot of y'all are. But you always talking about who scammed you. She ain't scammed you with a fake ass. You thought her ass was real, right? And you know it's fake, but you still follow it. Ain't nothing real about her. And she set her standards. She don't want no broke ass nigga. She don't want no dude with no job. She don't want no dude with no kids. She don't want nobody that live with a roommate. You checked all them boxes and you'll still follow her. You'll still eat her ass. Well, I'll eat her ass out the gym. You check all the boxes you kicked off. But he's saying some real shit. You twisting his words. I played you what he said. I didn't sit here and do sign language while he was talking. I didn't sit here and tell you what I think he said. I listened just like you. Just some of us are able to critically think. Keyword, think. Nobody could piss on my head and say, nah, that was rain, fam. Yeah, it is rain. I know what piss is. But we quick to say, he scammed me. We the ones with the stigma. We got bad customer service. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to treat one another. But you on there following a IG model. You don't got a chance. You take away from your babies, from your wife, from your family. Your mama can't get $20, but her OnlyFans get $20 a month so you can spank your fucking monkey or play pocket pool all day. That's who these niggas be resonating with. Niggas like you. That's why all of this cap that dudes be doing exists. Because it's niggas like you that know cap and can't even differentiate cap from reality. Because you just engulfed in the celebrity of it all. You just engulfed in the celebrity of it all. It's so bad, you got women in the continent. They don't speak a lick of English. You following them. On foo-foo on there with her ass and titties out. Don't speak a lick of English. You just looking. Damn. I even see some pages that's AI. It's not even real women. It's not even real women. It is AI women. Y'all are on there. You're so beautiful. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now y'all don't know reality from cap no more? Goodness gracious, I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Forget all this integrity and righteousness. Y'all want to be stupid. Know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because you want something to cry about. You want to get played. So you can say, he played me too. I got gut too. You want to trauma bond with people. Yo, he did that. He caught you too? Yeah, he caught me for $300. And I'm the dude that's saying, yo, don't mess with him. It's fake. You a hater. Okay. Y'all watching AI box Old ass ladies, wrinkly old ladies as AI. You would look closely, they got the same face. But you eating with your eyes. You eating with your eyes. Same way you thought DJ Envy Man was going to sell you a house, right? Because he won the Breakfast Club, right? So you fall victim. And then y'all all fall victim. Yo, chick burning. Word? Shit, she giving it up, though. I might be that 10% that ain't going to get burnt. 3 days later, sick dick. You thought you was the 10% that ain't going to get burnt. See, that's the shit that's bugged out about y'all. You see that? Yo, she burning. Word? But what she doing, though? She let you smash, but yo, did me dusty. I'm gonna go see what it's hitting for. Yo, I might not be cheap. You sure? Yo, my nigga. Look at what I'm taking. Nah, it ain't gonna happen to me. You got bags? Nah. Come back, yo, my nigga, she got me. Word, she got you too? No, yo, cause what she did, yo. And then y'all compare notes of how y'all been victimized. And then you got niggas telling you, yo, don't do that. No, but he was kicking some real shit. Wallo be kicking some real shit. He kicked some real shit, and then he got his sidekick telling the exact opposite of everything that he say. Everything that he say he's real is ignorance sitting right next to him. Leave your kids. No, ladies, leave your kids in jail. That's insensitive to say, bro. You lost yours. You can't tell people what to do with their children. You can't tell people. You got to be sensitive to certain things. And that's what I'm saying. When we going to be sensitive to each other? Because the minute somebody else say something, that's when we BLM and everything. We want to march. How come you don't talk about Carmelo Anthony? Who, the basketball player? Or that other shit? Oh, I'm good on that. Y'all niggas don't care. Niggas don't care. You only care when you think it's something racial and you want to bond with everybody. But a nigga could talk to you how they want to. And depending on their bag, is how you receive it. Niggas was calling you player haters. Niggas was saying you eye rollies in the sky. Niggas was doing that shit to you for years. He was like, throw your rollie in the sky. And you had on the $10 bracelet. And you was feeling good, getting shitted on. You was feeling good about getting shitted on for years. So I want to know, how do you make a millionaire without teaching them anything tangible? We become millionaires for somebody talking to us? Or is it a course or a class? Because I'm interested. Shit, I need an M or 2 or 3. But do I got to pay you $59.99? So if people say that, why do I get one hand wash the other, both hand wash the face? Or some bozo that was in my comments, is it profit or profit? I never said I was no prophet. Shit, profit? Me and many of y'all do not live the same lifestyle at all. Y'all easily persuaded. It takes a lot of, I can't be persuaded. It takes a lot of talking to get to this thick skull, because how you telling me what to do that you ain't never did? You know what? That's how profound it be with me. Look how the universe. Look how the universe. Look at something that I said tonight. Before I even knew I was going to do this, this is what I thought. This was my frame of thought today. Look what this reads. Keep taking advice from people who've never did it, and you'll never do it either. See, many of us don't get the opportunity. So I can only tell you how to do something in the field of what I do. I can't tell you I'm going to make you a millionaire. I can't tell you I'm going to do this. I can't tell you I'm going to do that. I can only tell you in the field of what I do. Oh, you want to learn how to use Photoshop? I can show you. You want to learn how to use Sony Vegas? I can show you. You want to learn how to use some of these programs or what programs I use? I can show you. I can do that. But I ain't going to yell at you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to yell at you, man. Stop coming at me with that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit. But what else we got? What else we got? If us being black don't mean nothing, why is it so important to take it away from us? I'm going to go, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Think about this. Many times when we deal about whether you believe the Bible is real or not, let's say you believe it's real. Let's say you think it's mythos, whatever. When you see images of white Jesus and you go to the passage in the Bible and you say, according to the description of Jesus, Jesus couldn't have been white. Because look, he had the hair of wool, and I'm paraphrasing, and his feet look like burnt brass in a furnace. Now, brass is already a rust color. Burnt? Anything burnt is dark. So, when you prove that, why do they say it don't matter what color he is? So why does it matter if he's white? And I could prove to you that he's not, according to your book. Why it don't matter now? And this is what I'm saying to y'all. Don't put your blackness down for nobody. That's your superpower. And if it didn't matter, why is motherfuckers telling you don't use it? Why is everybody trying to take it from you? And why, when it's convenient, they use it? Shit, you think the shit that they sell on their podcast, the commercials, is for whites? You think when the motherfuckers say, hey, eat these blue chews or do this, you think that's for white people? Or you think that's pandered to us? So when they show their analytics to them stats in them companies, your black ass matter then. Because they always use them to get to us. That's your superpower. You're supposed to be proud of what you are. You're supposed to be proud that this is what you are. So if you say, yo, I'm a black business, support me, who the fuck look at you and say, is your business consistent? Is it clean? You wouldn't know if you didn't fucking patronize it, right? How about give me a play and then you judge? But I'm going to come to you and say I'm a black podcaster. You know why? Black podcasts matter in a culture that I helped start. And we matter the least in the culture that we started. Our voices are squashed in the culture that we live. See, I can't grow my hair out and just be white when it's all over. I can't go walk on Wall Street. I can't work on Wall Street. I can't say I don't want to because I'm still going to be Doggie Diamonds. I can't get on that iron horse. I can't do certain things because the minute We don't want to be in the game. We might be grayed out, stomach. They gonna put a picture up you and how you fell off. Right or wrong. They gonna put a picture up of you and how you fell off. And you might be living good, just like the dude from the Cosby Show. Look how he got ridiculed. He had a regular job. What's wrong with that? We can't never stop being great. We got to stay young forever. You got to do all these things. Y'all doing all types of shit to stay skinny. Y'all do, y'all doing all that shit. We got to be this forever. Oh, you sit your old ass down. Or, yo, this nigga's a hater. What's the worst thing that we get called as black people? Old and broke. This broke ass. He's broke. This nigga broke. I never seen none of y'all account balance. I don't know what y'all got. How dare me call, yo, you broke. How do I know what you got? So we think because you got money, you ain't broke. Look how niggas' spirit is broke. Some niggas profess to have money and the whole nigga tickled they fancy before. You think they rather have that money or they fancy back? Just really think about that. That don't make up for that. I got money. At what cost though? Shit, ain't nobody tickling my fancy for no bread. You got bragging rights, but a nigga tickled your fancy. What the fuck does that do? Shit. So it's not about money. It's about what you got going on up here. What you got going on in here, you could get to that bag. Some of us survived atrocious shit. That's our money. That's our money. You a whole tampered with ass nigga, but talk about who broke. You can't get that back. I could get a bag and lose it. I know one thing I ain't never lose. Just really think about that. Just really think about that. Your blackness, your black card, your black business. Because the reason why I'm saying this to y'all, the reason why I'm saying this is because when you think about it, no matter what we do, when you put somebody white in that position, they always thrive. They do the same shit we do. They do the same shit we do. I told y'all before, look at Shade 45. Look at the DJs up there. Look at XM, Sirius, whatever. Look at the DJs. Look who's controlling the building. Who's culturing your music. Look who cultured the blogs. Now look who cultures the podcast world. Y'all be thinking I'm playing. Y'all, I mean, I've been saying the same shit for years, but I guess I'm just an old broke hater. So what do I know? Why the shit is changing right before your eyes. And by the time you realize it changed, it's too late. Because a nigga got mine. And you know what? But respectfully, Adam could say he's broke. And nobody diss him. He could admittedly say, I'm broke. And don't lose nothing. Y'all actually tune in more. Let me put up a crowdfunding. Let me say, hey man, I want to do this album. Help me do this album. Broke ass nigga. But he could go before you and say, yo, I'm broke. I'm relocating and laying some of these niggas off. And y'all still tune in. So you trying to tell me you ain't psychologically fucked? You trying to tell me they ain't get to you? They didn't rewire your shit? Just really think about that. Nigga tell you I'm broke. Tell you, admit it. We call each other broke. Never seen each other account balance. Don't know how we live. Don't know what dudes drive. Don't know what dudes eat. We say he broke. He wear a black tee every time. He's a bum. No, I'm Gargamel. I got 900 black t-shirts. That's it. But nigga be like, he broke. But the nigga could go in there and say, I'm broke. And y'all still love him. But let me come looking disheveled. What happened to him? Damn. Nigga doing bad. This nigga come with tattoos on his face, on his neck. Don't got no shave. Comb over. Let niggas pipe his wife. And say, I'm broke. And y'all still tune in. And I ain't even got nothing else to say. I'm dropping the mic.